Hey guys, this is Spark Plus Ultra here, and this is part 2 on what if Deku had Knuckles powers. Baka! And this one I just made out of the joke, but the title is the joke, but okay. Let's get down to the what if. Zuko Midoriya was in Kendo's house, where she was helping him and having a little talk on how he come to be and how he was on that island without any help. And Zuko says, think I must have survived and hunted and done a bit of a treasure hunt. And Kendo says, well, that's not surprising, but were there any types of animals? No. I mostly ate berries and fruit on it. And Kendo thinks, that's not a balanced breakfast. And Kendo says, we need to get you more eating appetite out of how much your stomach is growling. And pointing to Zuko's stomach, and Zuko says, hey, at least I have a good diet. Then his stomach starts, and Zuko says, but I'll take your consideration. And Kendo says, sighs, and says, jeez, you're an idiot. And Zuko says, idiot? And while Zuko was comfortable at Kendo's house, figuring a way to get up to Angel Island, some certain people were on the island, and it was a detective and some heroes. The number 5 hero and the number 30 hero. Yes, I'm talking about Hawks, not the other. And Miracos says, I was hoping to meet that little echidna boy. He would honestly have fun. And the Hawk says, I don't think trampling him down and giving him your kicks is, how can I say, enlightened. And Erica says, come on. Seeing what he did on that video means he can take a wallop. And Hawk says, fair point. And the detective says, okay, you too. Stop thinking on where the boy is. You need to look for him. But also in that, we need to see the emerald he was talking about. Emerald? I thought it was a diamond. To our knowledge, it looks like a diamond. To his, it's emerald. Fair point. Mirko and Hawks both were looking around and finding the young kidnap boy, aka Zuko. The detective looked at the emerald, the master emerald, and he touched it, and nothing happened. And the detective both lifts it up, and he says, Ace, this thing is surprisingly heavy for its size. And the detective says, Hey Mirako, mind giving me a help? And Mirako says, no problem. And she lifts it up. Didn't expect that to weigh a bit. And then the island has fallen down from the sky. And Hawks and Mirako and the detective feels the island falling down. And Hawk says, Hey, you two, what are you doing? If you do that, then the island will fall from the sky. And the detective says, Yes, but when we saw the video, the island didn't sunk with that much force of how much it was falling. It would have made the nuclear bomb from Castle Bravo look like a cherry blossom. It seems that the island's speed slows down drastically, not hitting the water to the point that raging tsunamis can not destroy other places. And Hawk says, so you know what's behind the emerald? And the detective says, I don't know. I'll take this to the scientists, figure out what's wrong, or what's the Echidna boys protecting of it. And when the detective and Mirako Hawks left the island, when it landed, there was a faint sound of the master emerald. Inside of it had a glowing eyes with hydro water. Inside was living in, and the thing was scared and just wants to protect its brother. And the thing feels power leaving out of the ground and gets into the water and becomes, as we know, chaos. And when Zuko was in Kendo's house, Kendo says, Jeez, why? How long is this shirt? How old is it? And Zuko says, about somewhere to 14 years. And Zuko says, what? It looks fine to me. And Kendo says, yeah, over 4 years ago, it's literally covered all types of messes, to mud and to what worms can eat off of it. And Knuckles says, oh, it's not that bad. And grabbing the shirt and seeing all the things that Kendo was pointing at. Okay, never mind. I think I see your point. And Kendo says, that's it. I'm getting you some new clothes. What? I don't need any clothes. And Kendo gives a death stare and says, we are taking you for new clothes. And Zuko says, yes, ma'am. And Kendo says, good. No, and Zuko says, jeez. I thought I'd get angry. And Kendo and Zuko go to the store to get some new clothes for him to wear. And Kendo says, okay, here you go. I think this'll suit you better than regular. And Zuko says, are you sure? I'm pretty sure. Don't mess with girls' instinct. And Zuko sighs and says, fine. I won't question you. And Zuko tries out the clothes and says, not bad. And Zuko feels puts his red shirt, red jacket, and some pants, and put his belt on and says, there, how do I look? You look like a pro fighter. Good. And Kendo says, that's not a compliment, but it'll work. And Zuko wears his new clothes, and Zuko says, and looks around at people. So, how long have I been? While I was protecting the Master Emerald. And Kendo says, now, you were above the sky for God knows how long. But I'll say that all people in all the world and the city have changed. Everybody, 80% of the people have powers similar to you. And Zuko says, I doubt they can beat me. And Kendo says, didn't those guys from on the island grab the emerald and nearly escaped from you? And Zuko says, that was because I didn't thought they were going to be there. Trust me, I'm on my guard. And Kendo says, then what's that on the TV? Pointing on the TV, that TV store, where she sees a news report. And Zuko says, what? And seeing the Master Emerald and the Angel Island on the ground. And Deku says, "This is not good." And Kendo says, "What? I need to put it back in on the temple." Kendo says, "What? Is it because some big monster is coming out?" And Deku says, looks at her in a serious tone, saying, "Yes." And Kendo says, "Well, I doubt you can find it." And Deku says, "Why is that impossible?" And Kendo says that it's guarded by military and people who want to protect it. And Deku says, "How do I get into it?" And Kendo says, "I don't think you want to do that." And Deku says, "Why not?" "Because they're looking for you and they want you as a questioner, and you don't remember how long you protected the emerald." And Zuko says, "So, is that bad?" "No, but I'll say this. They don't like the answers to it." And Zuko says, "And I'll by using this." Glowing his hand, he senses the Master Emerald and feels the energy. And Kendo says, "Huh? Since when did you do that?" And Zuko says, "If any time I lost the Master Emerald, I will find it." And Zuko is running off. Kendo says, "But you're not gonna fight them alone." Zuko says, "I'd rather not get anybody involved into this." And Kendo says, "Then fine, let me come." Zuko says, "This isn't your job." "No, but I want to help you." Zuko says, looking at her eyes, and Kendo's eyes in a fierce glare, Zuko says, "Fine, but don't complain to me if you get in trouble." And Kendo says, "Guess you can understand women's emotions now." And Zuko says, "Ugh, I'd rather not get punched by you." "Neither do I, but let's go." Finding the Master Emerald together. And I hope you like this video and hope you subscribe. See you next time. Bless Ultra.